Hey gamers! Hello. Welcome. Hello. How's it going? Hello. Let's go to fucking Ukaizo. Let's go to this legendary city. Let's just fucking go there. You know? Uh-oh. Dude, you're level 12. I'm level fucking 18. How do you think this is gonna go? Fucking boredom. Oh. Stuff, right? My sails look so pretty. And apparently I still have a fucking injury. Cool. Just exploding them. And fucking Jesus. Seraphin, what happened to you? You've been owned. Boom.
Perfect.
Oh, is that my druid boy? My druid boy who I've never used once? Neat. I gained a rank. We earned experience. Royal Deadfire Company, huh? I guess I did tell them to fuck off, but I didn't know they'd be mad enough to try and pirate me over it. Back on course we go. New. You gonna try and start shit too? The wind carries an unusual sound to your ears, huh? Distant roar reaches you from across the water, raising the hair on the back of your neck. Ellie gapes. God's alive! Have yourself a look at that! Handsome Eliam thrusts a finger into the air. It's a goddamn dragon! Massive winged reptile sweeps over the boat with a cool name, throwing the deck into shadow and setting the sails to billow and snap. Look alive or look dead, lads and lasses, Nia barks. Furl the sails, ready the powder for wetting. Dragon banks in the distance, cutting a line across the horizon. Just make out the figure of a rider on its back. Keep calm, everyone. Man your stations. You heard the captain. Nia calls, all hands to stations. Your crew scrambles across the deck as the beasts approach slows. The dragon stops above the boat with a cool name. I'm not gonna get over that. It's such a stupid name. The wind from its wings buffeting you as its rider peers down imperiously. She dismounts, slipping from the dragon's back into thin air. Okay. This'll be good, right? Because we freed a dragon earlier. So, dragons are our friends now, right?
Watcher of Cadnua, if I might have a moment of your time.
Sure, bud. You recognize the striking figure before you as the Archmage Lengrath. Oh, God, look at that frame rate. It's so bad. Sorry, everyone. Made a bargain with her. Nephew, good to see you again. Her bright eyes narrow. She leans forward, examining you more closely than she had before.
You've passed into the realm of death and returned since we last spoke. Or so I've heard. Intriguing.
Yep.
I seek a truant member of the Circle of Archmagi, Maura. She sent rather cryptic word that she'd found something of cataclysmic potential in the Black Isles. Something that could aid you in the fight against Eothas.
Oh, I could use something that played me.
You've had few dealings with the Circle of Archmagi in the past. Nonetheless, we know you pursue Eothas, and we might have a way to help.
Why doesn't the Circle of Archmagi ever solve these world-threatening crises?
Perhaps we solve more than you think. Perhaps we simply don't advertise to the common kith how often Eora comes to the brink of destruction.
Fair enough. Wait, who's Mara?
A Huana wizard, and a member of the Circle of Archmagi.
She gives you a pained expression.
She specializes in magic involving tentacles. It's a niche field.
He grimaces. Sounds great. When do we start?
As soon as you're able.
She frowns, her gaze turned to the horizon.
Nona's drive is frightening, foolhardy, and her love of the Deadfire uncompromising. If she's found some method of stopping Eothas, we must make sure she doesn't destroy Eora in an attempt to save her archipelago.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I will await you in the Black Isles, a volcanic chain in the southeastern sea, due south of Tikawara. Don't tarry over long, Watcher.
As Lengrath sets from the railing. Her dragon sweeps beneath her, catching her up. The great reptile's wings dig into the air, and it rapidly recedes towards the horizon. Lengrath seated steadily on its back. Handsome alien looks at you. Ready to chart a course when you are, Captain. Okay, I guess we're not going to Ukaizo. Fucking hell. Where are we? What's the place? Hidden Depths. Black Isles. Directly south of Tikawara. Which of these places? Which of these places Tikawara? I don't fucking remember. Come on now. I know I've been there. Come on now. Ah. This place. Head there. New. Oh, injured crew, 0. And get back on the fucking... Wait, what do you do? Bosun? Cannoneer, you're better at bosun. There we go. Everything's hokey pokey. Sailing into the night. Not looking for a fight. But if a fight they wanna give, I'll make sure that they never live. Man, this ocean's big, huh? It's like a fucking ocean or something. I guess we're landing there. Ah, tentacle. Vessel flesh, huh? Tentacle. Pork, huh? Tentacle. Hall of the Unseen, huh? Shadowed Veil, huh? Poultry. Once again, it's always fucking night when I get to these places. Land here is shattered and barren, eerily quiet, with jagged hillocks plunging abruptly into the calm, clear skies. No birds fly above, and you've not spotted the first boar, rat, or lizard. By comparison, the camp ahead it positively bustles. Horses are tied off to stakes, and a robed figure, cow pulled over its head, sits upon a crate. The scent of heavy, hearty stew wafts from the pot hanging over the small campfire. Thoughts? Shodi. If it's a trap, it don't seem like much of one. Approach the camp. As you advance, the flaps of 2 of the tents open, disgorging a lithe wood elf in a deer finery, a bulky Omoa with cerulean skin, and one of the savannah folk, who levels a large crossbow at your heart. Not another step, stranger, he says. The elf smiles warmly at you, rather mixing the message. The robed figure within the camp makes no movement at all. We're not here to cause trouble. The Adiran woman bows slightly at the waist, brown hair falling over her face in loose curls. In that case, who are we to keep you from our company? Please, join us by our fire. She gestures to the camp. Hell yeah. Diplomacy. Trio guide you among the tents. There seem to be too many for the few kith you see about. The elf graciously offers you a seat at the fire. The robed figure makes no apparent notice, of your arrival, their cowl casting their visage in impenetrable shadow. "We have soup," the Omawa says. "Stew, really? And you're welcome to make use of our tents if you'd care to rest." It's a lot of tents. Where are the rest of the crew? Savannah folk smirks. "Around." "They keep their eyes open," the elf says. The Omawa nods. "For danger, among other things." "Do you know much about this chain of islands?" While the Omawa shakes his head and says, "Very, very little." The Idaran grins and answers, "A thing or two." "Why?" asks the dusky human. The geography here. It's like the land has been twisted or broken by some great power." Idaran nods. "Perhaps it has. A great cataclysm shook this realm in ages past." The Omawa shakes his head. "But there's not much we can tell you about it." Eat and rest. Accept a bowl of stew. It's bland, with little texture to its ingredients. Pass the rest of the evening with the among the odd quartet. Eventually retiring to one of the offered tents, you dream of worms. I mean, as if I don't always dream of worms. When you wake, the ground is bare. No tents, no horses, no traces even of a campfire. Okay. Ghost camp. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. That happens. You know, like that happens. Like what happens with that is the ghost camp. This is where I'm supposed to fucking be, right? Directly south of Tikawara. All the unseen, I guess. Oh, after an arduous journey, you finally reach the center of the volcanic devastation. Before you is a broad-faced stone building, rugged with age. The Eye of Whale, solitary and all-seeing, is emblazoned above the door. You approach the door, though clearly made only of stone. You feel the burn of the eyes per guard between your eyes. The door swings open without a sound and reveals a dark, narrow staircase winding down into the earth. Trap detected already. Cool. Love that. Love that in a place.
Oh, and now there'd be glowing crystals and mushrooms. I'd rather it be full fucking dark myself.
Is this where I'm okay. Awaits me in the Hall of the Unseen. Yes, this is where I'm supposed to be. Where was that trap? It said I detected a trap, and then there was no trap? Ah, there's a trap. Exceptional pistol, huh? Cool. This place is weird. Wow, garbage. Wow, garbage.
I'll just say another prayer that we can find our way back out.
I mean, there's only one way. This isn't like a labyrinth or anything, Shodi. It's a straight line, it's just a stupid one.
You came as requested. Excellent. I believe the entrance is... Ah, here we are. A moment, if you would.
Hello? Eye of Whale, huh? 10% chance to become invisible for 8 seconds on scoring a critical hit. What a weird effect. But yeah, I'll take that. Ooh. Special loading screen.
You calling me a cheat?
Filthy lying ground stink doesn't play fair. Rolled a 10. Stupid wizard, I rolled 10.
Dropping the dice isn't the same as... What?
Okay. Okay. As the ground settles, the wizard and the imp exchange a shocked glance. One of the newly sprouted tentacles dances in slow, hypnotic circles over their heads.
That was the biggest one yet!
Kaden!
Look at us standing on the fault line of sanity!
Ostenago, you stand there babbling with imps
Kaden,
and tentacles,
off the
ignoring
fucking
actual
desk.
people in the room.
I thought we were done with this. Kaden, down. I thought we were done with you being a little shit today. Do you want to be a laps boy? I was recording earlier, and he just kept jumping up on my desk, getting in the way and hitting all the buttons, like he just did.
Didn't see it come in. Welcome to the Halls Obscured. My friend and I were just passing the time of the game and enjoying these little shakeups.
We not friends. Stupid wizard is a stupid cheat.
The imp kicked a colorful set of dice across the floor before flapping its wings and crossing the room.
Hours they have wasted arguing over useless imaginary games.
You could have said something. We would have made room for you in the next round.
Lengrath, were you expecting company?
You brought Len? This is gonna be so much fun.
He waves to Lengrath wildly. She balls her hands at her sides in silence.
I'm Tane, the Archmage. Maybe you've seen my chaotic orb bouncing around. It's really something.
What are you doing here, Tane? How did you even get in?
She rubs hard at her temples and sides. Say
Got in
nothing.
through a hole. That one, right through there. You must have walked straight past it when you were topside.
Tane points over to a collapsed wall and smiles pleasantly.
Isn't this something? I came searching for Maura and got distracted. Don't you just love a good antechamber?
Tane plants his hands on his hips and surveys the area, grinning all the while.
Even if this one has a few embellishments.
He gestures at a patch of writhing flesh stretching across the ceiling. So what is this place?
I asked myself the same question when I got here. Tentacles, eyeballs, labyrinth. It could be anything. I'd still be dumbfounded if I hadn't learned it all from Maura's own words. Here, she left this behind. I don't think she expected anyone to follow.
Despite a pervasive dance, the pages of this notebook separate with ease. Written in Huana, the text describes a vast subterranean life form of fleshy tendrils and shuttered eyes. Stranger sections refer to establishing communion with the entity with the aim of conjuring forth its arcane simulacra. Towards the end of the book, Maura writes, Whale, the 100 visions, the obscured, the eyeless face. I believe it you who rests within this darkness, the you that once walked the world. Why do you survive yet? Why haven't you awoken? Can you be turned against the dawn stars? Does he not threaten your mysteries? Will you not introduce him to his final dusk? Lingrath thumbs through the book, eyes widening as realization dawns.
She believes we stand atop the body of Wal.
Agran did mention the gods once had powerful bodies.
While riding my dragon across the White March, I came across an unimaginably large skeleton. Legend would have us believe it is the fallen form of Abaddon.
Uh-huh.
The Circle has been speculating on the existence of the gods' bodies ever since.
I also saw Abaddon's remains at the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
This body is a good deal fresher than Abaddon's.
She snorts and returns to Mara's writing. Her ill humor is short-lived, though. She soon grimaces and meets your eye again.
We believed them all gone. Not just dead, but destroyed by the gods' own hands. Obliterated. This one, it's still alive.
Then it is little wonder why Arkmir sent me to represent his interests. He wants me to keep the body away from grasping hands.
She glares over at Tane, who smiles at being the subject of attention.
Makes you wonder what has Maura so excited.
Tane considers his surroundings with a thoughtful grin.
Whatever you are thinking, no. We should bury this sanctum before it becomes our tomb.
As nice as it is to take in the scenery, is everyone else thinking what I'm thinking? Huh? I mean, the answer's staring us in the face, literally.
No one understands your manic rambling, Tane. Speak plainly or be quiet.
The answer to what?
Look, we have an unconventional problem, and it needs an unconventional solution. I don't think Maura came this far just to hug some tentacles. She wants to wake up Wal's body and send it after Eothas.
Medico, if Maura doesn't get us all killed, Tane surely will.
That's a terrible plan, but it could work.
Hasn't our Maura always said that a well-placed tentacle can solve most of life's problems?
That's what I always say.
If she wants to take a swing at the big green guy, who are we to stop her?
It's speculative to assume that Maura even wants to awaken Wal. Doing so would involve meddling in matters far beyond her comprehension.
She taps a finger against her lips, thinking.
Or something she understands all too well. You don't know. Give her some credit, Len.
You give her more than enough for the both of us, and far more than she deserves.
Before we get started, I could use some background on Maura.
Delightful company, bit of a talker, carries on long conversations with reflective surfaces.
She's an avid researcher into the summoning of tentacles, an arcane domain few among the Circle have any skill with. I'm surprised she hasn't embroiled herself in madness of this magnitude sooner.
What do you make of this, Lengrath?
What is there to be made? The gods, in their wisdom, laid to rest their Titan forms. Surely it was with good reason. Imagine the destruction they must have wreaked upon Kit's society when they had the run of the world.
The Watcher doesn't need to try very hard to imagine it. Remember Cadnua? Our castle never had a chance.
Think WoW would make us a new one if we woke them up? They'd owe us, wouldn't they?
So do you want me to stop Mara or help her?
If Tane's presumption is correct, Maura cannot be allowed to go through with her plan. However altruistic her motives may be, she endangers us all.
Agree to disagree. We can talk about this later.
Tane winks. He looks uncertain that you're paying attention. So he winks again. This facility is enormous. Mara could be anywhere.
How about you spearhead our little search party? Len and I will keep an eye on this handsome antechamber, where it's safe, or in case she doubles back. Fair warning, when I was poking around, I ran across some creepy librarian types. They were happy to look the other way as long as I didn't disturb their work.
Tane shrugs.
In the meantime, Tane and I will see if we might learn more about Wal's Titan form.
Mara's as good as found.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to our non-Kith guests. The one mixing herbs has been very good company.
He points at the imps and gives you a sidelong wink.
Watcher, Arkemir instructed me to join you. Leaving the dark cupboard behind has a certain appeal to it, Ark. You don't have to worry about me pulling my weight. I've worked under enough tyrants that it's second nature.
Welcome aboard.
Aye, aye, Casita.
She strikes a rigid salute. Her scowl softens into a brief smile.
No matter how Tane whines, Wal's body, if that's what this is, mustn't be awoken. The Deadfire cannot bear another calamity of Eothas' scale.
I concur, and I know Arkemir would agree as well. A single error in judgment could cost us our lives, maybe more.
What happened to your spirit of adventure?
Tane smirks and shakes his head.
Watcher, friend, are we on a first-name basis yet? Call me crazy, but I think you should do whatever feels right. What's the worst that could happen?
These tentacles grow until they consume every island in the Deadfire, and we all become mindless thralls of a never-ending tentacle nightmare.
Huh. And you're saying that's the bad outcome, am I right?
Tane strokes his chin and nods.
I would hate to see what he considers the good outcome.
We can continue this debate later. Right now, our chief concern is locating Maura. Maura could have only gone two places. Up in the archives to the northeast, or down into the collections to the southwest.
Maura's journal suggests she went to the archives first, but that could always be a decoy. I did hear some unpleasant noises coming up from the collections. Hope she's okay.
If you'll begin a search of the wings, we'll scour this area for further information.
She nods and turns away. Sidekick? I already have a full-time wizard. So you'll be a wizard druid.
Casita, I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Seen folds her arms and glowers.
I have not properly thanked you for taking me away from that place.
The dark cupboard?
That shop and my apprenticeship were like a diving bell, dragging me all the way to the bottom with barely enough air to survive.
She winces.
Arkemir was fond of tormenting me. If he had taught me anything of substance, I might even have endured his wretched company a while longer. In any case, now I am free to study the world, and it is because of you. So, now I will say it. Agrasila.
What did you want to learn that only Arkemir could teach?
What a question.
She clucks her tongue at the roof of her mouth and nods.
Arkemir is elusive. That flamboyant house of his? It is all a performance, a mask that people will not think to peer beneath.
I see.
I had a sneaking suspicion that he knows more about magic than the rest of the circle combined. Or maybe he is just an accomplished liar. I may never know the truth.
Let's be off. First, let me equip you, because good lord, you're fucking naked. I do like your purple. Clothing. Just wearing clothing. Here, wear this skin suit. It's made of skin. Wolf hat. She looks so grumpy. Okay. Nothing really good on the boots front. No. Nothing really good on the gloves front, is what I meant to say. S-
What have we here?
Notes and sketches in Mara's hand litter the table. Whether it's sealed by machinery or magic, there's no moving this door. Robed figures unflinchingly clean gore from the stone floors. One of the kith looks up at you, if a person can be described as looking without eyes. Fantastic collection of books you've gathered.
It is remarkable, isn't it?
These are the archives, the accumulated lore of those who see without being seen. Do not remove the books from the shelves.
The man plods emotionlessly forward, as if he is heavily sedated.
Lest you face reprisal.
Any other rules I should know about?
Do not interfere with the work of the archives, and its librarians will not interfere with you.
Okay.
Furthermore, the Oracle has limited patron admittance to the lower levels only. Trespassers in the upper floors will face reprisals.
Has anyone else been through here recently? Maybe someone with tentacles?
2 unidentified individuals roam the archives. They will be dealt with accordingly. Both intruders have entered the quarantined section to the east. We have not pursued, as that section is under quarantine.
Don't steal your books, don't go upstairs. Anything else I should know?
For your safety, please avoid the eastern stacks. They have been contaminated.
Don't steal books, don't go upstairs, don't go east. Understood. Contaminated?
The contamination will be remedied within 5 to 15 years. Please keep further conversation to a minimum.
Figure nods his eyeless head and turns away, returning to his work.
Real friendly sorts.
He rubs the back of his head and shrugs.
I did not con this spell speak.
Okay. Items removed and cataloged upon entry. One book, grimoire, one spyglass, cracked, assorted loose leaf tea. Subject, whatever's grimoire has behaved unpredictably, i.e. at all, since we took her downstairs. Over the last several hours, I observed the runes and inscriptions fading from the page. Funnily enough, the book seemed livelier when I carried it east to the Oratory of Whale. I have yet to identify reason. Further observation is recommended.
So much knowledge. Consumed and grown over.
As you have the tome, the wave of spiritual essence overwhelms you. The strength of its force so immense, you can't help but be pulled under.
The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away. Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not?
That will stain the books for certain.
The season. Here.
Oh, tentacles.
Sounds about as useful as a bump on a pickle. Careful with that.
This fleshy column of fungus pulses faintly with bioluminescence. It smells moist. Muted scream echoes somewhere far below. You sense essence flowing lethargically to and from it. Perhaps this serves as a hub for the spores infesting the archive. Strike it. Hack and poke at it, your weapon slamming uselessly into the fungus and coming away clean. Strike it. Oh.
I see trouble. Hey, whose side are you on?
Rune edged medallion hangs from the breastplate of this blood-red armor, secured around by its gorget by a steel chain. Examine the necklace. Pendant bears several potent sigils of conjuration and binding, doubtless designed to infuse the armor with soul essence and animate it with the semblance of an intellect and life. Investigate. Pristine crimson patina of this armor seems to almost shift and flow as you peer into it. Gold gilds the plates, and a fine lattice work of rune etchings run along the trim. Blade held tight within the armor's gauntlets, however, shows signs of use, including stains of long-dried blood. Leave it be. Sun and chalice crest, the only decoration. Remember, blah blah blah. Whatever.
Got to try something else.
Could use something to put a little pep in my step. What can I do you for?
Wish I could have done something. That's it.
Why can I not control Shodi?
Yeah.
I don't like that. Oh, is she mind controlled?
Me and you are about to...
Right on target.
Finish them!
Kill the mushroom! This skull belonged to a novice transmutation wizard who died casting her first self-alter spell. The reminder of her skeleton was deemed too disturbing to display. I am very sleepy, very suddenly. Like I was sleepy earlier, but it was like normal levels of sleepy. Now I'm like fall asleep at any moment sleepy. This cannon originated from Durgan's battery. When you peer down the bore, two unblinking yellow eyes peer back. Nailed it. Ow.
Right on
Construct bathes in a liquid so chill it scalds your fingers. You know what? Fuck it. This place sucks. I'm taking all their books. We really did a piss poor job maintaining this library. A mottled heap of spore flesh rippled with agitation. From the depths of a furry membrane, a long stalk emerges, topped with a mushroom vaguely shaped like an eyeball. The eyeball stares at you before sloughing off and rolling away, leaving behind a wet trail of slime. Greetings? The spore colony stiffens. Ripples of unease travel down its spine.
We are the Archmage Lengrath. What are you?
Talking swords, talking fish, and now talking mold? Madiko, wake me up when something keeps its mouth shut.
You want me to help you stitch yours up?
I'm Absentia, captain of the boat with a cool name. Long tendril slowly extends out from the colony, exposed of fleshy membrane, that inspects the air around you.
Godlike. Credible. Conspicuous. Your vessel essence is compatible with Lengrath's song. Now you will accept our excrescence.
Second tendril breaks off from the first, this one covered in barbs, dribbling in a syrupy green discharge.
Kasita, I know that you enjoy new experiences from time to time, but this thing wants to infest you, replace you, make you into a mushroom. Just thought I'd make that clear in case there was any confusion.
I'm just looking for the Archmage Mara.
Mara, Archmage. She fled us after we tried to categorize her with Lengrath, and locked herself behind a stone door to the south. A spell opened the way for her, and we did not follow. In her haste, she dropped her book. The masked pretender followed close behind.
Mentioned someone in a mask?
Yes, something of the collections that reeked of magic and dead soil. Waylaying it was not our desire. We have seen the harm it can inflict. It has no place among us.
You tried to infest Mara?
When Lengrath is shared, it is a communion.
Back to my other questions.
Questions are a spoilage of energy. Once you submit to Lengrath, we will claim what we lost as a water tax.
Why do you think you're Lengrath?
We know we are Lengrath. Lengrath is a thought vine stretching between gardens, and our roots have touched his oldest song. Unproductive to debate with a vessel. You will understand shortly when your song joins ours.
Can we just go our separate ways?
There is only one way. We must escape the prison, and your water will give us the strength to move on.
I'm no one's vessel. The orifice yawns open from the depths of the fungus and discharges a cloud of pungent spores, sounding like a biological alarm. Your skin crawls as many fungal creatures turn to you in wordless fury.
There's a walloping!
Boom.
A grafted soul is obscured from the sight of the gods. It spreads freely like a blood fever, but doesn't kill its host. No, I will be a fever of the spirit. Invisible, unstoppable, eternal.
Okay.
Who do we?
Here. No, Ixi, on
So hot in here.
Crunch.
Iberos, watch it! Alvaro be on sick! Finish them!
Damn. Eothas and what's-her-face. Both getting owned.
Taxed to my limit.
I shall.
Thick verdigris patina encrust the copper orb, locking it in place. Restricted section. Ooh. Oh. I will hear no further argument on the matter. Those who were permitted that chittering loudmouths roam the collections freely for your amusement. Now that it's escaped, you are responsible for fetching it back. You must also locate the pilfered artifacts. The Oracle warned us twice about keeping magic away from imps. The bright side, this will prove a capital opportunity to test our milking procedure on a swollen imp. This will be good practice for subduing Nemnock, for his devoted following grows beyond our ability to control. Can we take care of Nemnock?
What you do here, eh? This my realm.
How quaint. Another imp with delusions of grandeur.
Trouble.
I cannot whack him any harder. There's a walloping.
Boom. Okay. Not what I came here for, but... This remove jump is slightly damp and reeks of imp effluenza. Hey, librarian. The Oracle sees all. Bet she does. They does. He does. Oracles are usually she's, in my experience. Of boreal light. She is that watcher, blah blah blah. Great trap. Run away. Get wrecked. Oh. Click. 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 Reigns of Lucala, Watcher of blah blah blah. A lot of Watcher-based exhibits here in this archive. I'm worried as a Watcher.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Every vestige of their identity has been forgotten, right down to the bone.
I wonder how they tell each other apart.
Silence surrounds me.
I didn't even realize that was a valuable, important thing. I just wanted to steal it. Deep gouges, dried goblets of slobber, fractured lock. These just suggest several things, all of them unfortunate. Hey, dog. Don't mind us.
Hey, Alof, look, somewhere else. Hey, I think I read that one back at Cadnua.
Whatever, I'll just beat up these fucking librarians. What are they gonna do?
I don't think I can pull that off.
Do you mind?
Fucking hell, Jody. What the fuck happened to you? Damn! Jody fucking died! These librarians mean business.
Spot on.
Aye.
Okay.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Don't. A stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "They carried potential born of a word and shared like a secret." Looks as though a book could be placed. Examine the lectern. The rain and ozone scent of of spent arcane energy wafts from the lectern. There's appear to be spells imprinted on the stone. Place a book. While scions of the forest and Adra fought, dreams of invaders died. Examine the lectern. A device inscribed with arcane runes glows dimly before you. The runes request an answer to their question. Activate the runes. They spark with discordant energy, and the runes go dark. Their question remains unanswered. Neat. I hope you don't mind. I'm having a delicious Jolly Rancher snack. Because I have 0 willpower and there's candy.
I thought we were friends.
Blam.
Hey.
That hardly seems fair.
God. Just get owned. Just get turned into Gibbs. Shell of wooden box is filled with cast metal Iderian letters, but they're backwards and coated in dried ink. Metal and wooden contraption bears a superficial resemblance to a guillotine, but it appears to be for killing the written word. God, it's a printing press, nerds. Well, dang.
Yes? Missed. Perfect. Hit me again and I'll hit you back.
This is futile!
Kaboom. Oh shit, I'm dying.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
An intricate device crafted from copper and aura sits before you, radiating a low hum. Press your ear to the device. Gears click and whir beneath the device's skin. A small plaque reads, "A hero of the people fell and rose a servant of the crown." Two took landed soldiers from one, and both gave everything in return. I don't know. Felt an empire founded in compassion were crushed for their audacity. Great Orlan Empire. Took landed soldiers from one. Both everything. The two took landed soldiers from the one, and they both gave everything in return. The 3-body agreement? Nailed it! Fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Got it in one. Okay, that was a fun detour, but it didn't get us anywhere. Shit. Uninfested cat, huh? For us. Notes and figures scribed in the indecipherable scroll crowd the edges of these scrolls. Okay, I think I've been everywhere here.
What are you eating?
Nothing.
You've the look of a little boy eating cookies before dinner.
All right, you got me. I found a trail of candied nuts leading down to the collections, and I didn't feel like sharing.
Don't know your face, ground stink. You the one I'm supposed to find?
I'm Sencha, captain of the boat with a cool name.
They let you sail boat? Master told Fetid Spray to bring baubles to Sanctuary. Offered to stupid ground meat for coin. Here, from Master. Master's most glorious words. This one for stinking Fasina.
What is this, imp? Arkemir already gave me my mission.
Ungrateful ground stink has her orders. So, what does Master want?
You don't know how to read? The imp punches his shoulders and glances off into the distance.
No, Fetid Spray does not know how to read. Arkemir is most terrible tyrant since Nemnak stole his baubles. No let anyone read. Praise him, huh? Praise mighty Nemnak!
I killed Nemnak. I'm supposed to make sure we don't have a second Eothas on our hands.
Aha! What that mean, eh? More god stinks walking in statues?
If we are lucky, that will be the extent of our problems.
Well, try not to die then. I no care.
Found this book about imp spray. Can you do anything with it? The imp snatches the book from you and starts flipping through pages, starting from the end and working its way to the beginning.
Can't read, dumb ground stink. You forget, eh? You forget?
The imp strains with both balls to rip the book in half, but only succeeds in warping the binding.
You want imp spray? You want it so badly, eh? Here, you collect it.
The imp tosses you an empty bottle and slowly raises its foot over its head. Wait, no. You aim the lip of the bottle just in time to intercept a blast of hot imp effluvium. It smells of rotten eggs and lamp oil dusted in a pinch of cinnamon. Mercifully, it misses your face, but a fine layer coats everything else. You feel moist and unwell.
Enjoy spray, ground stink. First one's free. Lots more where that came from.
Spray was already out for sale. You just didn't say anything?
Didn't know ground stink watcher loved imp spray so much. Yum, yum. Sprinkle on eggs for tasty spice, eh?
Cough. Farewell.
So, wizards tricked you into coming here too, eh?
It's beginning to feel that way.
Imps, no. Imps watch you running around fixing each other's ground stink problems. Wizards lie. Wizards are worse people. My drowsy puke fix everything, eh? Help you relax.
You want to give me drugs?
Drowsy puke wants Kith to dream, eh? Rest giant weary head. Smart ground stink just let drowsy puke know when she wants rest, eh?
Found this recipe for invigorating nightmares and immediately thought of you.
Eh? Dumb grovel stink need new drugs. Something stronger. Something uglier.
Squinting down the parchments, Drowsy Puke nods and begins combining ingredients. He sprinkles the mixture onto the nose of a passing rat and chuckles merrily when the creature stiffens into a ball and dies.
New drugs ready for sampling. Sleep well, idiot.
Drowsy Puke leans in and kisses your forehead. Reminds me of some meds my psychiatrist gave me at one point because I was having trouble sleeping. She thought it was because I was having nightmares and not remembering them. So she gave me pills that were supposed to help me not have nightmares. And they just gave me nightmares. So like every single night I'd have like terrible dreams about being devoured by spiders and stuff, and it was awful.
Hey, you. Glad we finally get a chance to talk, one-on-one, away from the rest of the rabble.
Tane shoves his hands down his pockets and winks.
I can hear you, Tane. I'm right here.
It's good that we're on the same page with all of this.
He spreads his arms wide enough to encompass the whole of the antechamber.
You know, wow, and his great big body.
Sure, Tane.
All right. Between the two of us, I did a little exploring of my own before you showed up.
He talks, covering one side of his mouth, though his voice carries across the hall.
You haven't been to the collections yet, have you? It's just down that way. You'll hate it. There's a bunch of different people trapped in there. Lots of kith in some kind of stupor. I think they've been here a long time.
Did it ever occur to you they might be locked up for a reason?
What gives you the impression that this place operates on reason? The prisoners, it's like this place tore out everything that made them them and left a bunch of statues behind. Except statues don't usually shamble around and cry. Take this.
Good one,
It's
still.
a spell that should wake the prisoners up again. Just make sure you read it somewhere they'll all hear it.
You just happen to have a unique spell for this occasion.
Amazing, right? Okay, you got me. I took the words from my chaotic orb and moved a few runes and accents around. Instead of dealing mayhem and fun, the spell blasts people with memories. Perfectly safe. Head west out of this fine antechamber and the collections are right down the stairs. Can't miss it.
We'll set them free, Tane. You and me.
I hope you can do some good down there. I hate to see so many people without a single good idea between them, you know? Like the Deerwood.
Deerwood has plenty of fine ideas. Most involving fire, and things you can set on fire.
This guy right here. What a sport.
You really want to awaken the Titan?
What? The prospect of sending a mountain of eyes and tentacles to wrestle Eothas isn't enticing enough for you? Wouldn't it be boring to let a body like that molder and rot? I think we can do better. I think Eora deserves better. Even if it knocks over a castle or two, I think the fun will justify the cost.
Says a wizard who clearly ain't ever had a castle.
Shodi nibbles on her lip, tied a spreading smile. You weren't as academic as your colleagues.
Thank you. Wait, that was a compliment, right? I know I don't fit in with the rest of those book learners, but I've got it where it counts.
He holds his hand over his heart.
Thinking is a big waste of time when you've got raw, unvarnished instinct on your side. If I worried about research, safety, or ethics, I never would have cast the first chaotic orb. You do know about my chaotic orb, right? That's my spell. It was really popular when I got it into circulation.
Beowulf might know it. Fun spell, right?
Yes, it's very round.
Oh, good. I was concerned for a second there.
Tane smiles.
I worked really hard on that orb. First time I ever applied myself. Once wizards started using it all over the world, there was all this talk and fanfare. Have you seen this thing? Look at it go! Those were good times. These days, no one asks if I'm that Tane anymore. They don't tell you in Wizard College that achievement can seem downright underwhelming.
Any thoughts about your colleagues in the circle?
Ringrim doesn't have any friends, but I aim to change that even if it kills me.
What do you know about Whale's body?
If there was a day in Wizard College when they talked about god bodies, I might have slept through it. Based on what we've seen, I'd say Maura used this place to nail down her tentacle spells. Lucky her. There's tons of inspiration here.
Farewell. Sorry, y'all. I'm not feeling it today. I was feeling it earlier, and now I'm not feeling it. So rather than drudge through shit, not feeling it, and having a bad time, I think we'll just have this be a really short stream. And maybe I'll stream something else in a minute. Maybe. or maybe I won't. We'll see. But thank you for watching, y'all. I love you very much. Sorry that this one is a short one. I'll see you next time. Remember, Black Lives Matter, defund the police. Bye-bye!